guys, what's going on? Blossom is back and welcome back to the episode of Town Drives. Yes. We got a brand new update coming up. You know how it is. European Grand Tour. I don't even know what update this is anymore. Update 23, 24, 25. I'm not sure, but I've got some exclusive, never before seen cars that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. We got the brand new update coming around the corner. They're aiming for a release on Tuesday. Take that with a heavy grain of salt. If it comes on Tuesday, fantastic. But if it doesn't, don't feel too bad about it. Things happen. But we can expect it maybe next week. Latest the week after. Maybe. Anyway, got a brand new update. Some new cars coming out. Let's get into it. Now, let's have a little bit of fun, okay? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna introduce the brand new car, Lancia Fulvia Safari Edition, and then we're gonna play a guessing game of what RQ you think it's gonna be and what stats you think it's gonna have. Then I'll actually show you the right answer. Now, I think that this will be a RQ19 common, one of the best commons in the game, with like superior handling, performance tires, and like, I don't know, AT handling. Okay, AT is way too high for an RQ19. Maybe like 76, something like that. I think that'd be pretty good. But what do you guys think? 3, 2, 1, let's go. I was completely wrong. It is going to be an uncommon RQ21 standard tires. So there you go. 73 handling, so it's not that bad. Comparing it to, you know, cars within its RQ, one also being Italian, also being red. The Fiat Punto versus the Lancia. I mean, the Lancia Fulvia looks like the better car. Handles the same and has a slightly lower 0 to 60. Now, it's fair to say that both of those cars are the same RQ. I don't think it's unfair for the Punto to be 21 with a slower 0 to 60 because the Punto probably has ABS and traction control, where the Lancia Fulvia probably does not. So there's that. But the Lancia Fulvia looks very nimble, looks very light. But then again, it's kind of like, is it going to be good or not? Because there's no ABS. It has standard tires, so you want to use it in the wet, but I feel like ABS might be more useful for that, but it handles well, super light. Only time will tell how useful the Fulvia Safari Edition is going to be. Also comparing it up against the Ford Fiesta, and as you can see, you know, it handles better than the Fiesta, but it also has a slower 0 to 60. The Fiesta has 11.7 compared to the Fulvia's 11.9. So that's the first car. Are you guys excited yet? Let me know. Now moving on to the second car that I want to showcase is the Alfa Brera 2.4 JTTM. Now immediately when I think of an Alfa like this, I'm thinking like a high-end rare or a low-end super rare. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Blossom, you probably already know the answers. I made these slides like a couple days ago. I don't know, man. Like I genuinely don't know what they are down to their exact RQ. This car just gives me low rare, high super rare vibes. Okay, so what do you guys think? Comment down below. The answer is indeed a low-end super rare. There you go. RQ42 Alfa Brera 2.4 GTTM for 2006. Comparing it up against similar competition like the Mondeo. The Mondeo, almost exactly the same, right? Handling is the same, top speed is the same. Only difference is that the Alfa has a slightly lower 0 to 60. So it's a pretty decent 42 against the Mondeo in a very small sample size. I'm going to compare that against the Ford S-Max 2.5 as well. 7.276 compared to the Brera 7.576. But of course, the Ford is 43 RQ. So what can we say about the Brera? Well, I think for an RQ42 front-wheel drive standard tire car with probably medium ground clearance, it's got a relatively okay 0 to 60. Handling, I think, just could be a little bit better. I feel like giving it 77 handling will give it that edge. There's an RQ41 Alfa in the game right now with 77 handling, but I think that's performance time. It might be standard. I can't really remember. But that's RQ41, so I didn't put it in the comparison. I will only compare it to the same RQ or maybe just one higher. So yeah, the Brera looks pretty competitive against the Mondeo, maybe even pretty competitive against the Ford S-Max. We will have to see when the time comes. But I think the S-Max should be slightly better if the RQ is higher. But then again, it will. We are no fools here, okay? We don't need to listen to the Hutch RQ system. That's only right like 55% of the time, I would say. All right, moving on. Peugeot 307 WRC. Now I see this car honestly, and all I can think about is 88 handling. Like this car reeks of 88 handling. Like it's getting too saturated now that there are so many off-road tire four-wheel drive legendaries with 88 handling. And lo and behold, I mean, you guys can guess. You want to know what handling this car has? Is it 88? Is it 89? Or is it 87? It's one of the three, and it wouldn't be any other number. Well, the answer is 88. I mean, I'm just gonna compare it against the Mitsubishi Lancer and the C4. I mean, it's almost exactly the same, right? What I think is kind of surprising is that the Peugeot 307 is actually higher in RQ compared to the Lancer as well as the C4. Look, man, they all have 88 handling. In this niche, 88, I mean, handling is almost everything, right? So, I feel like the 307 might have slightly better MRA because it has the slowest 0 to 60 time of 4 seconds. The Lancer and C4, sub 4 seconds, but they're of lower RQ. So I think of one of two possibilities. The 307 has amazing MRA, and that's why it's slightly higher in RQ. Or scenario number 2 is that the Lancer WRC04, as well as the C4 WRC, will go up in RQ. Only time will tell. Another thing about the Peugeot and the Mitsubishi direct comparison, they're both from the same year as well, and they all have that 88 handling. I gotta say, man, the past couple of updates, I remember the first time, it was a JPT? No, it was APGP, right? When they first brought the off-road four-wheel drive cars. That kind of broke up the meta. But man, we're just getting a four-wheel drive off-roader in every non-American update now, it seems, huh? I mean, it's becoming a slightly oversaturated full if you ask me, man, seriously. But it's a good car. It's a good car. For now, it's still a great car. Now, moving on, the Peugeot 309 GTI 16. Ooh. How good is this car going to be? I think that this is going to be an uncommon RQ28. Very similar to the other Peugeot 30 something that came in European Revolution. I don't even know when the last time we got Peugeot. I'm going to say uncommon. That's my guess, like RQ28, 29. Let me know down your guesses below. 3, 2, 1. It is indeed. Surprise, surprise. It's actually a rare. I knew this was going to be a rare, but I really thought, if I just saw that photo, I thought it was going to be an uncommon. It's a rare, 7.675. Some really good comparisons here, putting up against other 90s cars. Very, very similar to the Dodge Neon, but I do think that the Neon is better. I really don't know what's up with the 309 because the Neon is medium ground clearance. It has the same 0 to 60, it's the same handling, but the Peugeot is 2 RQ higher. I'm also comparing it up against the Volkswagen Jetta. Volkswagen Jetta, also RQ34, handles a little less than 309, but has a way lower 0 to 60 of almost half a second with the same top speed. That difference of the Neon and the 309 doesn't really compute with me. That 309 better have like 79, 80 MRA or something like that. If not, I just don't know what's going on here. Everything here is medium ground clearance if my memory serves me right. But there you go, that's another car, 309. Are you excited yet? Because you know I'm not. Okay, next one, Peugeot 404 Rally. What are you guys guessing? I'm gonna say rare. I'm gonna say like rare RQ31. It's gonna go up against that Nissan, that Datsun, right? Okay, you got your predictions? 3, 2, 1, boom! First of its kind of. The Peugeot 404 Rally is an uncommon. It's rear-wheel drive off-road. There's really nothing to compare it against besides the Nissan Datsun Bluebird and the Volkswagen Country Buggy because there are no other rear-wheel drive or front-wheel drive off-road tire cars in the lower rarities besides these three that you see here. There's like one common, like what, the Citroen Ami or some shit like that. But yeah, again, this car is kind of in a way a league of its own. I guess I could compare it to like the four-wheel drive off-roader uncommons or the four-wheel drive all-surface uncommons, but I'm just gonna put it up against the rear-wheel drive off-roaders, and the closest one, I guess, on one side of the scale is the Volkswagen Country, and the closest one on the other side of the scale is the Nissan Datsun Bluebird. So there really isn't much to compare here. But one good thing to say about the 404 Rally is that it has 63 handling, so it's probably a lot more useful compared to the Volkswagen Country. Okay, now we've got the Peugeots done, right? We've got the Lancias done, right? Were there any other brands we talked about? I'm not sure, but we've got a new brand coming up. Ready? 3, 2, 1, boom! Oh wait, yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot there was one more Peugeot to talk about. Well, that's kind of anticlimactic, isn't it? Peugeot. See, I made these slides a couple days ago. You can tell now so I don't remember the exact RQ of all these cars, so I can play along with you guys. Peugeot 308 TCR. What are your predictions? I'm gonna say epic, because I feel like it's just another front-wheel drive epic. That's another niche that's been growing and growing besides the off-road one, huh? The non-prize front-wheel drive niche of epic slick tire cars. So I think the Peugeot 308 is going to be around that range. I'm going to say it's going to be the best of the best. Maybe like an RQ74 range or something like that. Ready? You guess? 3, 2, 1, boom! It is indeed RQ72. Peugeot 308 TCR. It has exactly the same stats as the Audi RS3. They came from the same year. It's got a fantastic photo. Most of these cars have amazing photos. Has the same stats as the Chevrolet Cruze as well, besides the top speed. They're all 4.30 to 60. They're all 92 handling, but they're all representing different countries. We got a French one, we got a Deutschland, German, and we have an American one. All front-wheel drive, all handle the same. Probably around the same weight, probably the same amount of MRA. So yeah, it'll be pretty interesting to see how this one, though, the Peugeot 308, has a little bit more competition than the Chevy and the Audi, because French cars, I'm thinking of like the Citroen CLEs, I'm thinking of the Laguna, the Laguna, whatever it is, the Renault Laguna, I believe it is. So there are a couple French front-wheel drives already in that mix. So how well will the 308 perform around those two other cars that are prize cars? That will be something that I'm interested to know. Okay, anyway, now that we've talked about all the Peugeots, these are all the Peugeots, we got a new brand, one that they haven't seen yet. Are you guys ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom! Mercedes-Benz E250. Oh my God, you guys were not seeing this one coming, right? Right? Well, you know how we were all excited for a second because we thought that Mercedes was going to come to the game. Remember that excitement that you kind of felt? Yeah, take that away. Hutch doesn't want you to be excited. This is a joke. Mercedes is not being added in this update, and it pisses me to my fucking core. And that's why I haven't posted about the new update or talked about the new update, even though they teased about it on Thursday and I'm recording this on Sunday, but I don't care because they didn't add Mercedes! How? Do not add Mercedes! Look at what they have made! Look at what is not in the game! Look at the untapped potential from the 560 SCC to the Mercedes Project 1 to the Hammer to the W140 Coupe! How? The GLE, the brand new GLE, which I'm a huge fan of, the W212 E63 Estate, the W204 Black Series, the V8 W126. They've just not had Mercedes again. They've just gone and done it. The last German update was Enter the Black Forest, right? And it was Audi and BMW. The update before that was World Expo, and it was Audi and a little bit of Mercedes. Little bit, just a little bit, right? So we've had Audi twice in the last two updates. We've not had Mercedes again. No BMW. So what's the German car coming? What's the German manufacturer coming? Huh? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh yeah, you're supposed to guess. Doesn't matter. They're all the fucking same. Audi A4. I mean, it looks like total shit. I'm never gonna use it. It's worse than its Audi counterpart. Oh look, another four-wheel drive standard ultra rare Audi with RQ57. That's blue. And Hutch is like, oh, tell you what. Enter the Black Forest, yeah? We've already added a blue RQ57 four-wheel drive standard medium ground clearance Audi. Tell you what, how about for a brand new update, we add a blue RQ57 medium ground clearance four-wheel drive standard. And it handles less. And honestly, dude, if you want to be an RQ57 four-wheel drive standard, you gotta go for the king. And none of them are gonna be beating the Subaru Lavorg, which I put over there. Like, filler, garbage. Move on. This one I'm not too mad about. Audi A7 Quattro. The reason why I'm not too mad about this one is because this is my friend's car. This is my photo. I took this picture. You're seeing this right here. This is my friend's car. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Anyway, that's the card. Again, you could have guessed, but whatever. Just another Audi four-wheel drive standard. It's not the worst thing in the world. The two Audis have shown you. It could have been front-wheel drive standard. It could have been rear-wheel drive standard. At least it's four-wheel drive standard. Lo and behold, the A7 actually 77.5 handling, right? It actually handles better than the A4. Oh man. It's also gonna be a really heavy boy. I know that this is a very heavy car. It's a nice car on the inside, but it's very, very heavy. And you don't get any extra points of being a nice car in top drives in terms of like interior, you know. Going up against the Audi A4. A4 is way lighter, but the A7 handles better. It's got the same exact stats with the Volvo S80. Shout out to Mbang for pointing that out. Same 0 to 60, same top speed, same handling. They're both heavy. Audi's probably heavier. Yeah, we just got another Volvo S80 copy-paste. But like German, I guess. Cool. Alright, we end up with one more. We've got the Audi RS5 B9. Ew! What is it gonna be? Is it gonna be cool? This is a brand new Audi. Maybe it'll be something exciting that we might want to collect. Woo! Guess the RQ. And you know what? I'm not even gonna try and play that game. It's freaking shit. The Audi RS5 B9 is another low ground clearance, 4-wheel drive, legendary with no handling that no one's gonna fully upgrade. And it sits between two other shitty, useless Audis that nobody is going to upgrade as I compare it to the Audi TT RS and the RS6. We are moving into a new age of top drives where we add 104 more useless Audis when there are already 104 useless Audis. Did I say that wrong? Oh, damn it, never mind. I was gonna say we're adding 140 useless Audis to the game that already has like 104 useless Audis or something like that. It's just not even funny. What the hell? Dude, they actually added a car that's worse than the TT. You guys remember this piece of shit? Because I unpacked it and I sold it. And I have no regrets. And they added another car that actually has worse stats to that. That is European Grand Tour. You can tell why I don't give a shit. You know, they do this like in like the end of BBC shows. But I hope you guys are still watching. They're more exclusive cars that you can check out on Mike's Top Drives channel. And as always, thank you to Hutch for supplying me with cars to showcase to you guys today. I mean, obviously I'm not a fan of the Audis, but I'm always grateful for you know, all the other cars they gave. Mostly like the Lancias and the Peugeots. They also gave me a Fiat, but I just didn't wanted to show that. You have a good day now, guys. Appreciate you.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville, Pontiac, hold tight.